네네.
Welcome to the Banana Kids. Today I will be making rice pudding. It's delicious. In order to make the rice pudding, you will need, we're batch cooking. We use some of the rice for this, but the other part of it is going to be used for the next meal. But that next meal is a mystery, so you'll have to wait and see what it is. Anyway, so 2 cups of rice and 4 cups of water or vegetable broth. I prefer water, but my mom prefers vegetable broth, so we alternate. This time we're doing water though. And fill it up with 2 or 4 cups of water or vegetable broth. Then take the rice and water / vegetable broth and put it on the stove. Stay by the stove as you watch it simmer on high, and then on high. Then when it's simmering, put the lid on, turn it to low, and set a timer for an hour. Okay, so we left it alone for a little too long and it started boiling. So I just turned it on low and I'm going to cover it up now. And go set the timer for an hour. FYI, for the simmering thing, I was by the stove until my mom told me to go eat, so it's her fault. Okay, so now we're going to turn off the stove, take it off the stove. Don't take the lid off though. Put it on a heat-safe thing, like a hot pad. And leave it for 10 minutes to cool down. So the pan is done cooling down, the rice is done cooling, and I measured 2 cups of the cooked rice we made into the pot. So we poured it into a different container and put 2 cups of it in here. Next thing to do is get one of 2 bananas. Peel it. Put it in a mixing container, or you could even put it in the pot and mix it in there before you put the rice in. Whatever, as long as you can mash it up in there. So you just take a fork or a mashing tool and mash it up. Okay, when you're done mashing up the banana, take the banana and pour it into the rice, with the rice. Unless you put it in and mash it up before you put the rice in, then you don't need to do this step because it'll already be in the pan. Or the pot, I guess, because this is a pot, not a pan. Okay, next, so I'm not going to show you how to make the cashew milk because I already had that in another video. So we're doing a double batch of the cashew milk, and in order to find out how to make that, you're going to need to go to my YouTube channel and find my cashew milk video and watch it to figure out how to make it. So the next step is to take the cashew milk, the double batch of cashew milk, and pour it in with everything else. Okay, that's it. Then, even though there was already water in the cashew milk, you need another cup of water for the rice pudding. Okay, next, 1 teaspoon, not tablespoon, teaspoon of vanilla. And of course, like all the other ingredients, it goes right in the pot. Yeah. I'm gonna go wipe off my hands real fast. So now, I'm gonna take the pot over here and turn it on medium, which in my case is 5. It might be 5 or medium, I don't know. And we're going to get out another medium. Okay, we're going to get out a medium-sized pan, and we're going to put strawberries in it, frozen strawberries, and then thaw them out on the stove. So we're going to do a thin layer of strawberries on the bottom, like one layer. And you have to put strawberries away or they'll melt. We really don't want that. So, this is so hard. And then we're going to take it over to the stove and turn that one on low. And we're going to stir it every once in a while. We're going to stir both of them every once in a while. When the rice pudding mixture so far comes to a simmer on the stove, you're going to want to turn it down to like 3 or medium low, but it's 3. Anyways, so yeah, because then it will be better. Yeah. Want to make sure the rice pudding doesn't get too hot and burn. And it's simmering right now, so we're going to turn it down to low. And the strawberries aren't melting fast enough. And so since they are on low, we're going to turn these up to where the rice pudding was at, but we're going to do it to 5 instead of 3. Yeah. So, when it gets to like this state, or yeah, Then you should start mashing it up a little with a fork so that it can cook faster and you'll be less hungry for less time. So, do you see how this is more of like a liquidy, juicy thing? So that's good. That means it's done because I can mash it up really easy. And also, the pudding is done. It's kind of, I don't know, thick, and I mean it's a little ready, but it's done. So we're gonna turn both of them off. Get some heat safe pads for, in this case, I guess. And by the way, my mom made these hot pads. Anyway, not the point. So that's for the pudding, and then the strawberry. So the rice pudding makes enough for 3 or 4 people, and since me and my mom are sharing it, and that's only 2 people, we're only going to do like 4 or 5 scoops each. So I'm going to do that. And the strawberries, that's only enough for 2 people, so we're just going to split that into half. Four, 5, and 5. Okay, now the strawberry. It's just a little hard to move the pots around without them falling and having everything spill on the floor. We don't want that. Okay, so strawberry. Yeah. We can pour the strawberry because we're not trying to do what we did with that. So anyway, the fork is just gonna sit there on the banana peel. banana that I mentioned earlier. And slice it up. The bananas aren't supposed to fall on the counter. There we go. Then you split the banana into half. Give half of it to one person. Well, if you're making it for 2 people, which you should be at least making it for 2 people. Take half the banana, put it in yours or the other person's, then take the other half and this half's tricky. Put it in the other person's. If you want more banana, you can add more. It's just that. This is our example. Okay, taste testing time! Right, Ron?
Yeah.
It's taste testing time, right? It does look cool. What do you think? Does it taste good?
Yeah, very good.
You're up, Dad. I like to cut the banana slices in half before I take a bite. Okay, first bite.
Not too hot.